Okay, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try to make this happen. Um, I've been doing some research and will be. Oh, oh, wait, well, let's keep a little bit distant because. Hang on. Up, will you pick? And. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, today we have done. Today we have done some of Hollow Knight. Dale did that. More day. And now more Hogwarts Legacy. Thank you all for watching. Oh my. So apparently, having having actually used the internet, the power of the internet, to actually I don't know exactly what that is, but we'll
I need to reposition that pillar to climb out of here. Perhaps the archway is the answer. Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
and apparently
pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Accio! Confringo! Glacius! Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo! Glacius! Accio! Confringo! 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 Accio! Glacius! Confringo! Accio! Glacius! Confringo! Confringo! Accio! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Accio!
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? time to hit a mark on the far wall. That sort of thing has repositioned the archways in the past.
I don't know how I did that, but it's done. There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Glacius! Confringo! Accio! Glacius! Confringo! Glacius! Accio! Glacius! Accio!
Those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
Wingardium Leviosa! Confringo!
Oh.
Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
A little bit.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
After pulling the block out through the archway, I can place it where it can be climbed on while on the other side of the archway.
Is there a... Well, it was...
Glacius. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, let's see now.
Glacius. Accio. Glacius. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Good night. This is a pain in the butt. Just double checking here. I get the concept of what I'm supposed to do, but it's... double checking here. I'm gonna have to wing this one because I don't understand it.
Places. Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Maybe if I do that. Perhaps. Perhaps. Maybe. Okay. So that's done.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Maybe. Maybe that will do. Maybe that will do.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You know what? I'm gonna check it out. Well, Bryce is an imbecile. I am very not happy with myself. Here's literally what we're supposed to do. First off, let me summon my little friend.
Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is literally what we're supposed to do. We didn't have to move it from almost 1 iota. So, we're gonna go back to where it's a pillar. Because we need to be pillars of the community. And,
Accio! Confringo!
that's it, literally. That's it right there. And we literally jump across and we're there. That's it. That's everything. That's everything. We literally Like we're... And now we're in the side room.
Confringo! Places! Confringo!
Okay. Okay, so it looks like the only thing we're actually doing in here.
Accio.
Well, we can't do it without the actual spell equipped. I think. Well, we'll see. Um,
Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius. Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa.
there's no. From what I can tell, there's nothing in here except for that chest, which isn't anything important. And I can't figure it out, so I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna make like a tree and leave. And we see 20 Wiggenweld potions. You know you're in trouble when it gives you Wiggenweld potions. Or that's what they speculate.
Confringo. Glacius. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa. Defender! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Defender!
Cool.
Revelio! Incendio! Confringo! Defender! Incendio! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender!
What a relief.
Yeah, that was a complicated trial. I don't think I could have done it without a walkthrough. I'm sorry, guys. I admit it. I failed. Let me get the chest first.
Confringo!
After the chest come.
Must say I'm curious to hear of Isadora's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
So interesting. He found the power she needed, but do we have the option of wielding that power? I don't know. I want to know.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
Alright, Neve. Nice to meet you.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor.
Alright. We're good.
I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
We're gonna read our mail. Well, we didn't. Pues. Harry told me about Bunny and news about them here for copy. So I'm gonna go and upgrade my talents. Let's go and available.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
So let's
Incendio.
Actually, let's go bottom to top. Height of the House of... We are currently at... we're not at the recommended level. So what we'll do is we'll go to child, the suggested level on that. And we will be looking for the moons as we go.
You must try it. Can't catch me.
There's a chest nearby. And yet, I don't know where it's at.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Your spirit guides are trying to contact you. I can sense them all around.
The one guide I need. Happy Jesus. Thank you very much. I'll not listen to anybody else. Thank you very much.
You're here. Brilliant. I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way.
I kind of agree with Sebastian. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting...
Keep an eye out.
I'm
Never
not...
know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
I'm not telling folks to get involved in what you could call the dark arts. I am strongly against that. There's a difference between fantasy and reality. But in regards to information...
There he is. Good luck.
In regards to understanding, in regards to knowing, it is better to know something, even if it could hurt you in the long run, and be prepared, than to not know.
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that?
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favourite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
See, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. We're talking family history here. You know, for example, one of my relatives, part of the reason for my school, is from Scotland and might be one of the lords of Snowball, Scotland. Very famous castle, Drummond Castle, right? And it's one of those things we've never followed up on, but I've always wanted to know for sure, one way or the other. Because, you know, that could lead to some land that's rightfully our families. That could lead to some revenue that we could easily enterprise on. It could lead to some publicity that we could end up, you know, so it's better to know than not know. Now, there are things that, yes, you need to leave alone, but if you had lost a family member and this scriptorium was a clue about where they'd gone, wouldn't you want to know? Wouldn't you want to know? That's where I really stand on this. It's not dark things that I'm interested in. It's the information attached that could help do some good in, you know, there could be medicinal cures, there could be all kinds of crazy stuff that if we don't know, we won't be able to help anyone.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honour her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share. You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
Its 2 heads are better than 1.
By that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, ominous.
Confringo!
Aloha, Mora. Confringo! Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favourite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Looks like a locked door. You may want to look around.
I must prove my point. We do not need to use the dark arts as my family when I reach Scriptorium, I will find evidence that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than we realize. I have written to my brother. He now knows how I access the corridor's entrance and that there's no straight path to reach the Scriptorium. It's a maze with many challenges to solve. I hope that my brother will follow my lead and we can study our ancestors' legacy. Aww.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? And didn't tell me?
Ominous. The journal mentions many challenges ahead.
That's why I said this could be dangerous. Aunt Noctua kept my
Revelio.
father informed until she vanished.
Arrow.
Reparo. There may be something to this pile of rubble. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
Awesome.
The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop
I've
now.
got no
It's ironic.
second
When I
thoughts.
left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us,
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
like a maze, Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it.
Matching the symbols did open it.
I was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work.
Ominous, your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did, and she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Not the welcoming sort, was he?
Dude.
Incendio! Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
That's running the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Fishy mountain top. Fishy.
Confringo!
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
I'm working on it, gentlemen. Okay. No. Don't know. That one.
Reparo! Confringo! Incendio!
Okay. I'm gonna start doing this because it's not really good to do it. Kinda annoying. For those curious of what I did, I actually
Incendio!
hot fish. I think I did a double mountain for the problem. Yeah. You see, that's what I did.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium. I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous! As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
O A Y A X and T. I hate that we have to learn this thing, but...
Ready?
I'm ready.
Crucio! Are you alright?
Are you alright?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something?
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I think I can understand about this place. You couldn't make it here. Find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave,
Now,
but I
allow
owe
me
you.
to elaborate
Both
what
of
I
you.
mean when I say-
Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Now, allow me to elaborate a little more. Some information is not meant for young ears. For example, best way of going about it, let's okay, they're doing live. I will go ahead that late because it's a really big live. Where was I going to say this? This is, for example, this game is rated T for teen, right? T for teen means rated T for teen means specifically this video game is recommended for ages 13 years and older. Right? I would even go so far as to say some ought to be rated T for teen and they ought to be 16 and older. some of them. However, fire and ice. However, let us talk about this. Prime example, I would not be showing little kids about how horrible certain aspects of history are. I would not be telling them about how how 18th century prostitutes lived and the diseases they got that they don't get now, or
concerning.
The diseases
I would not
they
want
get
someone like
even
Harlow
now.
looking for me.
You know, you wouldn't be showing kids any of that. And if you are, that's a... You know what? No. Let's go to modern day. I don't want my kid learning at 11, 12 years old about gender transition.
I've been
when
studying
they don't
Salazar
know-
Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Where could Archie have gone? If anything happens to him.
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
I don't mean to be grim, but could Harlow have taken him?
Archie's satchel is missing, so he may have left on his own. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring...
Where are you, Archie?
When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went.
Revelio!
There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
But you know, what I'm getting at is there's some things little kids, they're not ready for. They're just not. But we're fully capable of
Confringo! Reparo! Reparo!
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again.
Revelio!
Archie went this way.
We're just gonna leave his bag there? That's irresponsible.
I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again.
Revelio!
Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving.
Revelio!
We must find Archie.
Put that water. I wanted one.
Revelio.
Taking in children now, are we? Better not be expected to feed him.
It is as I feared. They have Archie.
That's the best you can do, is it?
Confringo! Defendo!
You're going to regret that.
Potato!
Petrificus totalis!
That was a mistake. You will pay for your deed.
Defendo! Glacius! Confringo! Defendo!
But if you're fully grown and capable, information should be open to you, whatever you decide. I don't care what the information is or how.
I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
You don't think he saw it happen, do you?
Confringo! Revelio!
Think.
Depulso! Confringo! Whoa. Depulso! Confringo!
To be sure.
What was the take? Depulso! Defendo! Confringo!
What was that?
Try that again. Confringo! Defendo!
You've made a great mistake.
Confringo!
You're going to regret that. I won. Is this Hogwarts
Confringo!
You will pay for your deed. You've made a
Confringo!
I'm going to enjoy this.
You're going to regret it.
Petrificus totalis!
On your toes, my little treacle!
Descend! power.
Petrificus Totalis! Petrificus Totalis!
You know what? I've got a real life example for you. I have talked about receiving healing on several occasions. I have talked in detail and I still won't today. Talked about receiving healing on several occasions. While I was trying to look into it, I didn't believe it hook, line, and sinker. I was a skeptic.
Archie. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open. Hello, Hamora.
Okay, real
I'm
life
Uncle Harlow.
example about
He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
please don't let this.
Archie, you're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother! Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
No problem, Natty. Now, before I continue down this path, a real life example. When I was looking into this whole healing thing, and by the way, never, ever, ever believe something wholeheartedly without your reason. And I know I haven't gone, but perhaps in pieces are what you get for now. I had to do my research. I had to know what I was believing, what I was trying to look into. And I looked at it from sides, and also looked at the Bible because they were quoting, and I looked at the context of every, and it was through the of night of. So let's look. Actually, off. Light of a house elf is not that. Okay. But back to what I was gonna say.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
Anyway, it was only after researching and reading, study, whole thing.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you?
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Anyway, as I was saying, it took me a long time to really let it sink in that, and without discernment you can know fully what the truth is. However, without information you can't have truth. You see what I'm saying? My point is, finding out the truth yourself is better than listening to what somebody else. For example, okay. There are many people that will say, don't read books like Mein Kampf, right? And let me preface this because everybody's gonna freak out in the comments. But I have to preface this by saying Hitler bad. Hitler very bad, you know. He was not a good person. What?
Confringo!
But, for example, yes, we can agree that that person is very, very bad, right? So, how best to learn about that person and their follies in their mind? You look at history and you read
Pass the ruins. I'm on the right track.
wrote, right? You have to really know their mind to understand what happened and where they messed up. Yes? Okay. So, it's a good idea to read what they wrote. Yes? Okay. Since we can agree with that,
this must be it.
agree with that, we can also agree that, for example, okay, there you are. There was a...
This will not go wrong! That will have been
There was a shooting of a particular person
One of the
named...
best meals I've ever eaten.
Named... Charlie Kirk, right? And,
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
as an official statement, I did not agree with his I rarely agree with everybody on every little thing. But I thought him a great speaker, and I thought him a great man. And I'm saddened by idea to take his life, and I am sickened.
Confringo!
You won't get away with that.
How many of you are there?
You can't stop us.
Convulso!
Easily diverted. Oh, that was meant for me.
You don't believe you can defeat me? That's utterly pitiful, this man.
You're here somewhere.
Repulsor!
Confringo! I won't rest. Dead.
That was unexpected.
Confringo!
Ah!
Confringo!
The up there. Surely you can see that.
Confringo!
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
I thought it would let us hitch a ride, but apparently not. But if you read what the media was saying about the shooter, they were calling him a right-wing nut job. Okay? But if you did your own research, they were calling the shooter a right-wing nut job, but if you looked up the and I only know this because I looked at some.
There's a victory that came none too soon.
And
Ugh.
the discerning person would know they were living with a transgender individual and called this person their girlfriend. It was a male to female transgender. And by the way, his quote-unquote girlfriend is one of the people that actually reported him as being the shooter. So, also be careful who your bedfellows are. And, his father also reported him. There were all kinds of left-wing slogans, socialist slogans, on his gun. Okay? So either he wasn't the actual shooter and things are really not making sense, and he didn't actually know who people are saying he knew, or he was very left-wing in nature, meaning he was not a right-wing nutjob. And like I said, anyone who's really looked into it, because The mother.
If you're here for my wares...
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my cards arrive, I'll be happy to show you my wares.
Are you one of the students who saved little Archie Bickle from Rookwood's lot? Such a noble thing to have done.
My point is, do your research and really...
Thank you again for finding my dear Archie. I honestly don't know what I would do without him.
Be very careful what
He's
you
all I
believe
have
and
now.
what you don't. The one good thing I will say about certain other parties that you know what, I'm not going to go there, but if you ever meet me in person, I will have this discussion with but my belief is that, I'll hint at it, if certain individuals were allowed to achieve their dream and people actually believed in them instead of pushing them away, we might not be in the situation that we're in. You can make the argument of someone being mentally unstable or not trained enough, but I really do believe that some of the reasons we end up in the situations we are
This looks intriguing.
is mainly because people are not allowed to achieve their dreams and not allowed to do things they want to do with their life because people are always telling them they can't, either because they're not perfect at it right away or because they don't like what they're doing. I will tell you the truth. I have people right now, they hear what I'm trying to do, they hear about my YouTube stuff and they're like, why on earth would you want to do that? And I'm like, because if I can get it off the ground, it's like, because if I can get it off the ground, it will lead to me being able to come home, and the only time I'll have to get out and about is when I want to exercise or when I want to, you know. Now, that being said, exercising is a difficult thing if you're doing the whole YouTube shenanigans, because apparently, when you're YouTubing, of course you're sedentary, you're playing a video game or you're doing some kind of artwork unless you're doing something that has you active in the first place. Is Deke in the common room, or is it or not common room, but room of requirement? Like he always is, or is he in another room together? I don't know. We'll check it out. I think he's in the room of requirement. But it showed him as being completely somewhere else.
Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago.
There we go.
Deek would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deek has had a thought. He... Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deek was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deek knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deek knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deek hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deek thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deek know what you learn about Deek's old friend.
Revelio.
Anyway, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, have discernment. Don't be afraid to look at things from a different Bro, I think I will be taking a step back from posting because I will be. This is officially now. Let's look at the timing and whatnot. After we find the cave and rescue Geek's friend, because we'll finish this. We're gonna finish this. And actually, being so far away, I think we'll use world map because Hogwarts will often. I will travel. And you know what? Since we're here, let me tell you about a time that I looked into stuff and I chose not to go and talk about. I forget the lady's name. It was a woman who. Young woman who I was in the fond of.
Confringo!
But she moved away and we kept in email contact time. And she knew I wrote stories. I wrote specifically fantasy fiction and some realistic fiction, as you guys will know. I have a series on this channel that I like frequently.
We will pay for that. Confringo!
Who are they fighting? Looks like the other.
Confringo!
past you. Anyway, when she was about my
No! Confringo!
After she left, Accio and he was one of those satanic panic preachers. You know the kind I'm talking about.
Confringo!
The kind that say fiction and
This must be Hobbs' cave. I suppose I should get inside.
Confringo!
The kind that say that fiction and fantasy are of the devil. Yes. We know the kind. I will tell you, I don't like those preachers. I love them because the Bible says you're to love everybody. And I try to love everybody as I can with the love of the Lord. However, you can love somebody and not like them very much. You see what I'm saying, guys?
Revelio.
And I mean this with the utmost respect and dignity.
Confringo.
Tobbs' master is awful.
Tobbs? Tobbs? Deke sent me. Are you in here?
And he told him about an organization that I don't remember the name of it, but it was something about the Land of the Midnight Sun or something, Brotherhood of the Sun, maybe. Maybe Brotherhood of the Sun. I'm not entirely sure about that. But you're aware of the type. Basically trying to imply that two of my fantasy authors, favorite fantasy authors that were also Christian, were in fact not Christian at all, but...
Confringo! Confringo!
But in fact, Satanists trying to defend themselves as Christians. Now,
Confringo!
here's my thing. right? If there were legitimate evidence of this, people would gladly have heard of it. Okay? So this is not a matter of willing to being unwilling to hear or accept or receive truth.
It looks as if Tobbs was here some time ago. He must have headed deeper into the cave.
However, the only place I was directed to in this organization right? And it had a whole bunch of stories about things that they supposedly did that proved they weren't capable, that they were working for me. Now, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Okay.
Confringo!
What you're doing when you do that is you're not only are you committing a grievous sin by calling someone of God who has that reputation someone of the devil. That's pretty much blasphemy, right? That's part of the reason I don't mention any of the pastors or Bible teachers that I watch. I don't talk about the Bible teachers I watch, and I don't insult Bible teachers. You can, for example, prime example. I do not like some of the things that what's his name? Joel Osteen has done. Right? Some of the things he's done in his behaviors, in his actions, I don't like. And so, I do not listen to
That didn't sound particularly reassuring.
So I will never listen to any of his teachings or read any of his books because some of the things he has done in the past. I'll give you an example. Not letting people into his church in the middle of a hurricane, and it was later found out that there was very little damage done, and he was claiming there was all kinds of damage that done that prevented him from letting them in. He lied. That's not a Christian thing to do. Am I saying he's Am I saying that some of his teachings don't have some merit? I don't know because I've never listened to him. And I never will because I'm not planning on listening to him. And I will say...
Oh no. I have a feeling that house elf is Tobbs. Poor Tobbs. Left here alone with the spiders.
We'll But I will never insult the man either, because I do know for a fact he has been taken out of context in the past. He has been misrepresented in the past, And I don't like that. I don't like that anybody can be misrepresented. I don't like that anybody can say, hey, this guy, he said this, but he didn't say it. For example, okay, one of the things that he was misrepresented on, and there are many people who would say, oh, you're one of his supporters. No, I've never given a dime to anybody in the old OC family or anything like that. I've never seen his show, never watched his podcast. But there was a time he got, and this was not too long ago in fact, he got ran through the ringer because they found money in his walls. And they blamed him for it. And I don't think that was fair. I don't believe for a moment that he... I did my research, and apparently the money that they found in the wall, it belonged to the ministry, but he did not put it there. Apparently the ministry, somebody he was working for, had stolen from him and stolen from his ministry, stolen from the work that he had done. And look, in Theo, you want to, he's not, a ministry shouldn't have money like that. That's a whole nother debate, and we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that. A successful ministry just means they have a lot of people, or that's what it's supposed to mean. You can say, oh, they're not helping a lot of people, they're conning them. On that note, that may be true. However, I'm ashamed that I even have to go here. That's not our job to speculate on that. Say all the time, oh, people say all the time, oh, but they're not helping, they're just conning folk out of their money. And to that end, I will say I don't know.
Oh.
And when I say I don't know, I literally mean I can't speculate on, and it's not our job to speculate. We're supposed to let them do what they do and not criticize. We're supposed to let the wheat grow with the... That's what the Bible, and with that, I'm going to get out of this cave and get out of the cave. Okay, I'm silly. Little Bombadil. I don't think with that anymore. Basically, where we're
Confringo! Confringo!
well, I guess I'm gonna have to get keyboard and try using my controller went dead. Things. 83, 82, 88. No, that's back where we came from. Had I just looked it up, I think I would be okay. Search and for Confringo and
That table looks familiar. Seems I'm back at the entrance to the cave.
back at the entrance, eh? That's exactly. And with that, after actually, I can do this now. Map. Hogwarts map. Secret requirement.
I'm back from the cave, Deke.
Wonderful. Deke hopes you gave Deke's best to Tobbs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Deke, but Tobbs is gone. It seems he was unable to avoid the spiders in the end.
Oh my! Deke was afraid of this, alone in that cave for so long. Oh, poor Tobbs. Deke and Tobbs once shared the same master. When he died, we were separated. Deke always wished Tobbs had been sent to Hogwarts too. Deke feels lucky to serve such kind witches and wizards like you. Deke will miss his friend dearly, and will raise a glass to him with a heavy heart.
I'm truly sorry about your friend, Deke.
Thank you. You are very kind. Deke could use some time alone to think, if that's all right.
Great work, guys. That I'm gonna check, see what other quests we have available, and we'll do those next. We've got in Shadow of, and then I guess we'll go with Fire and Ice. So we'll have to do mana. And then maybe we'll but that's what we'll do next. I'll replace the or try to remember to replace the batteries. Up until that point, let me double check and make sure is this actually recording, because if on our hands. Great, so it's doing it, and we're at 3 hours even. So I'm gonna take this opportunity, guys. Let me actually do talents, and we're going to get some of this stuff that's why we can't brew some of these potions. Some of these things. We have to unlock them with our talent. That's our next one of our next goals with these talents is to unlock. This is kind of new. Stealth. So with this, I hope you understood the intent I was trying to say tonight about information being important to access, and how it's very important if someone is telling you something, to immediately just say it can't be. The importance of searching out information on your own, because that is my greatest hope. People realize exactly how important it is to have their own searching of information, questioning just what people tell you, but what you found out for yourself in the past, be wrong in the of you that needs solving, and the issue is sometimes reframing, to be true. So at least I have found that. Um, Even now, in the past couple of days, um, I known some things that I've reacted badly, and I wished that I hadn't. So, with that being said, God bless you all, and please, please subscribe if you haven't already. Just hit that button down below and ring the bell so that you never miss anything else. And I'll see you next time, and hopefully. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully next time is. It may not be. It will kind of depend. Um, have a great night, and I will be uploading this